All right, so if you're a developer, you know the world of AI coding tools is absolutely exploding right now. And two names have been making a ton of noise lately, Claude Code and this new player, Open Code. We're going to break down the choice between them and help you figure out which one is the perfect fit for your workflow.
It's the big question, right? You've seen them pop up on social media, you've heard the chatter, but what's really the difference? And more importantly, which one should you actually be using?
You know, if you've been vibe coding lately, just kind of getting in the zone, letting the code flow, you have definitely felt this shift. There's a new tool called Open Code that's going viral, and it's being framed as a direct alternative to the more established Claude Code. So let's dig in and see what each one brings to the table.
First up, let's talk about path number one, Claude Code. Think of this as the official, streamlined, straight-from-the-source experience.
So what is it, exactly? Well, it's pretty simple. Claude Code is Anthropic's official tool that lives right inside your terminal. It's built by the very same people who built the Claude AI model. That means you're getting a super polished, perfectly integrated experience. But it also means you're playing entirely within their sandbox. And what really makes it special is how it works.
And that brings us to this idea of agent-style coding. See, this isn't just a chatbot that you ask questions to. No, Claude Code acts more like an agent. For example, instead of asking, how do I build a login form, you can just say, build a secure login form. It will then plan out the steps, write the code, and even suggest tests. It's a much more proactive AI partner in your work.
Okay, so that's one way to go. Now let's look at path number two, Open Code, the open source alternative. And this represents a completely different philosophy. So, Open Code is built on the exact same idea as Claude Code, an AI agent in your terminal. But the crucial difference is right there in the name. It's open source. And that taps into the collective power of the entire developer community, offering a level of freedom and innovation that a single company might really struggle to match. And this open source approach leads directly to its biggest feature, total flexibility. You are not locked into one brand of AI. You're not limited to just Claude. You can connect Open Code to all sorts of different AI models and accounts. So if you're the kind of person who loves to customize your setup and switch between models to find the absolute best one for a specific task, then Open Code is, without a doubt, designed for you.
And this table just lays it all out side by side. On one hand, you've got Claude Code, official, integrated, simple, but it locks you into the Claude model. On the other hand, you have Open Code, open source, flexible, customizable, and it gives you access to a bunch of different models. One is all about seamless simplicity, the other is about ultimate control. Which brings us right back to the main point here. It's not really about which tool is objectively better. It's about which path lines up with your specific needs and your own personal workflow.
So after all that, which one should you actually pick? Let's make it really, really simple. Here's the bottom line. You should probably pick Claude Code if you want that super straightforward, no-fuss official experience. You value simplicity, you trust the Claude ecosystem, and you just want a tool that works perfectly right out of the box. On the other hand, go with Open Code if you really value open source principles and you want a ton of flexibility. If you're the kind of developer who loves to tinker, to customize your setup, and have the freedom to switch models on the fly, well then Open Code is your answer.
But let's zoom out for a second. This choice between Claude Code and Open Code, it's not just about two competing apps. It actually gives us a little glimpse into the bigger picture of where AI coding is headed.
What we're really seeing here are two competing philosophies for how we're going to build things with AI in the future. Are we going to prefer the polished, integrated, but ultimately closed ecosystems that are built by official companies? Or do we lean towards the sometimes messy, but incredibly powerful and flexible world of open source, community-driven development?
And that leaves us with one final, really fascinating question. As we move forward, will our future be built primarily by these official, polished AI agents? Or will the open source rebels, with their focus on freedom and flexibility, ultimately be the ones to lead the way? You know the answer to that is still being written, one line of code at a time.